Okay, so our next project, this is just a little stool. Here's the feet for it. And some of the feet got stripped out. These have the screws in there to screw it into, but these don't. So we're going to fix that. And then it's old, ugly, dirty. So we're going to recover this as well. And inside there's this little cute box for keeping stuff. And I'm going to be redoing this for my daughter because she really likes it and wants it to, you know, match her room and be useful to keep her little knickknacks and stuff in, her little special mementos. So the first thing we're going to do, I already took the legs off. We're going to flip this over and we're going to unscrew the top. Okay, so we have our tools here. We're going to take this top off. Let's see, that one's stripped. Pull all our screws off. And then we'll put our screws someplace where we don't lose them. And just pull this off. So this piece is by itself now. We're just gonna set that to the side. Okay. Now we're going to pull these staples off and pull this part up. Maybe. It's best to use like a straight edge screwdriver. However, I could not find one, so.
I left the cat in. I don't think he likes it out there.
Okay, so we pulled all our staples and we pull this up, and as you can see, it looks like it's already been redone once. And you got more staples. Okay. We're going to do this a little bit differently. You can take this off and, I mean, look how nasty it is. We're going to replace this, but we're just going to cover over this. So here is the fabric that my daughter chose that she wants it recovered with. Very girly. But I mean, like a lot of these cottons are, they're very thin, and we don't want this ugly fabric to shine through it. So I've got some liner here, just some basic fleece, you know, I don't even think it's fleece, but some more lining here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay our lining out. And then we're going to put this here so we can see basically with a nice fold. Yeah, it's a little bit more than we want, but we're going to roll with it. And so I know I need to cut about where that crease is. So I'm going to move this to the side and then get my fabric scissors. And I'm just going to cut this. I'm not even worried if it's straight or not. This is just a quick fix to make my daughter happy. So it's not anything I'm going to resell or anything like that. So and then we're going to want to do the same thing with our pretty fabric. We're going to lay it out. Okay. And we'll just lay our liner on it. Okay. Side. And we're going to cut. So we have our basic template here. And we're just going to get all this fabric out of the way. Okay. And now come with me. We're going to come over here. And we're going to iron it real quick so that there's no wrinkles. And so let's do the top first. I always iron from the bottom, that way if there's any issues it'll be on the bottom instead of on top of the pretty fabric. Okay. Just gonna get those creases out a little bit. Okay. And we'll just like this here. This one doesn't really matter as much because it's underneath, but we don't want it to bunch the top one at all. So we're just gonna get the center of it. Okay. And then we're gonna go back over here to our table and to put the liner down. Maybe. All right. So we're going to take our hot glue gun and we're just going to glue right around on the wood. We'll go all the way up to here. Fold this over, sides first, pushing down. Like that. Okay, then we're going to lift this up. And we're going to cut the excess off. And then we're gonna go get our staple gun. So we got our staple gun. You can use any. I prefer to have one that I don't have to kill my hand on. So we're just going to staple. Maybe it works. There we go. The only reason we used the hot glue was to kind of hold it in place so it doesn't slip and it makes the stapling a little bit easier. But if you don't have a hot glue gun, you don't have to do that. So now when we do the corners, we want to fold it in, kind of like you're doing a present for somebody at Christmas time. And we will fold that. Do the corners first. Make sure you don't get your fingers, and then you pull the tightness. Okay, and do the other side. And it really goes pretty quick, especially if, you know, you don't have to fix the legs or anything like I do. This part is just like maybe 20 minutes if you have all of your supplies already out that you're gonna need. Alright, so there. Okay, so now we're gonna take our pretty piece and we're gonna do the same thing. Only we're gonna cover it a little bit more. And then we're gonna fold it nice and neat. Make our Christmas present again.
Now that's just cute.
And just fold these edges over so that you can get it nice and tight. And same thing on this side. Do the edges first, that way you have that pulled up and then you can pull everything tighter. Okay, so that part is recovered. Now if you remember, the hinges were on this side, I can feel it, and that was pulling loose. We have a solid board on this side. So I'm going to move the hinges to this side to make it a little bit stronger. You can see the holes. Okay. Tell me when. Okay. So next, we need to fix our legs. So you can use any kind of caulk. You can even use hot glue. I just happen to have this laying around. It's Gorilla construction adhesive caulk. Okay, so we're just gonna put it down in the holes. Okay. Okay, and we just need to do it in these two because the other ones still have the screw things in them. Put that there so we don't make a mess all over everything. And then we're going to take these and we're just going to put them in there. And this is quick drying, but we're still going to let it set overnight. And we're going to go ahead and screw other legs on. Okay, almost there. Alright, now we just need to reattach the back. So upright and get our let's see, which way was it? Okay, yeah. Put it like this. And we're gonna lay it down. Just like that. And where'd our screws go? Ah! Covered them up. Alright, let me get our screws. My cameraman is walking away from me. Can you come over here, please, so they can see?
I'm a camera girl.
Camera girl, sorry. Alright. So I'm going to cuff it first because there's not already holes here. Get it started. Do one on each side. Oops. This being a tough one. There we go. Okay. Can you move closer, please? Oh, you zoomed in? Okay. So overall, it's pretty simple. Anybody can do it. Just need some glue or caulk, staple gun, straight edge screwdriver to remove the staples from the old one, and regular screwdriver or drill like I have, and some fabric. And there you go. Voila. It's not perfect, but for a girl who's going to probably end up breaking it because she's 8 years old, I think it'll work for a while.
Seriously.
But we need to let our glue dry. But I'm finding out here that this one is wobbly, so we're gonna go ahead. Oh, that is the blue one. We're gonna add some more caulk to that. We didn't get enough in there.
I think you may have put too much.
I might have. But you know what? When it dries, it won't move.
Do you want me to go get a rag?
Alright, hand me the camera and go get a paper towel. I don't know why she's zooming it in so much, but alright. So there we go. We're gonna clean that up around the edges and then we'll be good to go. And you can always paint the box, the wood part too. This can be done with a lot of things. So just get creative, that's what it's all about. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, like, share, and we'll see you next time for Mia May's DIY.